After trying the Cinematic Falcon, I have been wondering what would be the next guitar to take my mind to parts unknown. I had a strange inclination this day, so I cautiously ventured into the store. I made my way to the back, just beside the platinum room. For some reason, there was this magnetism pulling me towards the Fender display. And on the lowest hanging rack, there it was. It was something inspired by somebody, who for years and years we thought would never go this route. But apparently, now he has. The rumors are indeed true. This crazy blue beast is the Fender Tom Morello Arm the Homeless signature electric guitar in ice blue metallic. Also drawn with 4 hippos, the words Arm the Homeless in black and red, and a hammer and sickle sticker. Tom Morello needs little introduction, if any. He is obviously the riff master of Rage Against the Machine, Audioslave, and Street Sweeper Social Club, plus he's a solo artist. His original Arm the Homeless is a guitar he had commissioned by a custom guitar company in California when he first moved to Hollywood. He's gone on record to state that the original incarnation of the guitar was not to his satisfaction, and over a period of a few years, he began experimenting with different necks, pickups, whammy bars, and other electronics. Finally, in 1989, he settled on what it would become, Arm the Homeless. He drew these 4 little cute hippos on the front, because that was the only thing he knew how to draw, I guess to juxtapose the Arm the Homeless slogan written on black and red before a gig at the Whiskey A Go-Go. As a dedicated socialist, Tom also added a hammer and sickle sticker to the back of the guitar behind the bridge, small bits of which had rubbed off as the years went on. For years and years, Tom had repeatedly refused endorsements from any guitar companies, but it appears now his mind has changed, and I also had remembered this would not be his first signature guitar with Fender. He had previously made the Soul Power Stratocaster, based on the guitar he played with Audioslave all through the 2000s. That's a topic best saved for another video, though. But is this guitar just a fluff piece for Tom Morello fanatics, or is it actually decent? I would have to find out, so I picked it up from the wall, then I snatched a cable from a nearby bench, and went over to my usual orange amplifier. Before I started playing, I decided to take a look at everything else. One thing I noticed were the EMG hum canceller pickups. These things were active, powered by a 9-volt battery hidden behind this plastic cover here. I had read on a forum that Tom had installed an Ibanez Edge tremolo on the original Arm the Homeless, but this appears to be a Godot floating bridge. A quick search revealed it to be the renowned Godot Golf Echo 19996 Tango double locking tremolo, with a locking nut at the headstock, of course, as most floating tremolos require. I noticed a couple other discrepancies between this guitar and Tom's original Arm the Homeless. For one, the bridge pickup was an EMG 85. I could have swore he had an EMG 81 in the bridge of his original guitar, though that could be wrong. However, the neck pickup is the accurate EMG H, which is a single coil pickup disguised as a hum canceller to fit in that size hole. The most notable difference between this and the original is the back of a large hippo painted on the back. I guess after 4 small hippos, Fender couldn't be bothered to paint a larger one on the back of the guitar. One detail they did keep is the untrimmed string ends. Why Tom still does this, I may never know. But in noticing this, I also noticed the tuners were actually Godot tuners, made in Japan just like the bridge. It appears no corners have been cut. That could at least partially explain the price tag of 1,700 Benjamins. Seeing the price tag, I began to wonder, is this just another signature guitar with the artist price premium tacked onto it? Is it even any good? I would have to find out. After my admiration, I plugged it into a nearby orange amp, set the amp to clean, and began my assessment. I tapped the strap I grabbed earlier. Okay, it's too low. Tom actually raised the guitar much higher. Hold on. Aha, patered. Okay. Well, the balance is like most Stratocasters, I thought to myself. It was then I realized... Okay, one fallacy of a double locking tremolo is it's harder to keep in tune. You only have the fine tuners to work with when the locking nut is locked. And the fine tuners don't often have a lot of range. Ideally, I needed an Allen wrench to unlock the lock, and then retune the strings with the tuners. Of all the times to be without an Allen wrench, I thought to myself. Oh well, it was what it was. I'm gonna have to roll with it, I thought to myself. When I can hear, the EMG H definitely sounds like a true single coil, even though it's designed to fit in a hum canceller sized hole. The EMG 85 sounds very nice clean too, but that's to be expected. Pretty much all pickups sound decent clean, that's for damn sure. The true test is in distorted riffing, so I set the amp dirty. With the distorted notes ringing out of tune against each other, I knew this was going to be a fight, but a fight worth fighting nonetheless. I would just have to be extremely careful and pick and choose my notes wisely. not bad. Then I thought to myself, wait, Tom does more than just riffs and shreds. He's often identified as the DJ in Rage Against the Machine. And what do DJs do? They scratch, like this. So can Tom's signature Arm the Homeless from Fender do that? I hadn't tried this before, but throwing caution to the wind, I gave it a whirl nonetheless. I would need to practice more, but yes, you can definitely scratch on this Arm the Homeless, just like Tom scratches on the original one. As the assignment wore on, however, I began to wonder, why would Tom, an anti-capitalist, suddenly partner with one of the biggest guitar corporations in the world to create not one, but two signature guitars? The hubris it would take. Or maybe he's hard up for money, considering Rage Against the Machine hasn't performed in who knows how many years now. I would have to get to the bottom of that. A quick visit to Fender's website provided the answer. As it turns out, both Tom and Fender alike will be supporting local homeless organizations, with the sales of every single Arm the Homeless guitar. Okay, I thought to myself, Tom at least hasn't completely abandoned his socialist leanings. But then I noticed this interesting disclaimer. The artwork of this product includes a hammer and sickle symbol that may be restricted or banned in certain jurisdictions. By purchasing this product, you represent and warrant that you will review the applicable laws in all jurisdictions where you intend to market or sell the product, and that you will not advise, sell, distribute, or ship the product into any jurisdiction where the symbol is prohibited by law, regulation, or policy. You agree to indemnify, defend, and hold harmless Fender Musical Instruments Corporation and its affiliated companies from against any and all liabilities, claims, penalties, losses, or expenses, including legal fees, arising out of or related to your breach of this warranty or your advertisement, sale, or distribution of this product in violation of local laws, regulations, or policies. Wow, I thought. Perhaps this is the first guitar that comes with a disclaimer for selling or purchasing it. There's still trouble out there for socialists, who need to distinguish themselves from communists. As the assignment wore on, I tried to keep a clear head, but all I could feel while playing Arm the Homeless were two things. One, the uneasiness knowing that there was a disclaimer associated with the guitar, and two, the fact that this particular one had not been tuned well, and I did not have the means to retune it properly. That being said, I did find plenty of positives. One, it's incredibly accurate to Tom's original Arm the Homeless, right down to the lack of a logo on the headstock, as well as the untrimmed strings. Two, the neck was very comfortable. Three, the high-quality components from the Godo tuners and tremolo to the EMG pickups. And four, the feeling that if I'd changed my mind and bought one of these, I know I would definitely be arming the homeless at a time when they all need some support. Comforted in that notion, I put the guitar back and made my way out of the store, wondering the same thing again. What is the next guitar to tear my mind to parts unknown? I guess time will tell. Thank you, have a good week.